Welcome back to the podcast. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but at least 44% of Americans have a side hustle. It is what it is. We all know that basically, side gig isn't just an extra cash, it could be your path to a career dream. Now, let me explain. Just wait for a minute, I'll explain. But here's what Nelson Mandela has to say: there's no passion to be found in playing it small. So we have to think big about this process, basically, as we go through it. So I just want you guys to just like really dive into this. So, how do we build real world skills that employers are craving for? They want to have. They're like, well, here we go. Develop a portfolio. Having a side gig is all about developing a portfolio, right? Showcase your side hustle, what projects you're working on, what did you do, how do you demonstrate expertise, highlight transferable skills. Side hustle is a way to highlight skills on your resume. You want to highlight those transferable skills. It might seem to you, oh, this is a side hustle, I want to hide it, I don't want people to say it. So you have to make sure that you are thinking about what this looks like. Now, I did a previous video around side hustle, and so many people were just thinking about how, asking me the question, so how do I put this on my resume? You have to think of these skills as transferable skills. So whether you're managing finance, marketing, whatever it looks like, your role is to figure out, how do I take what I'm doing and apply it to transfer. And it's a easy way to do that, right? So you want to make sure that you're sure of the results. If you did something really great in your side hustle, for example, you onboarded an additional 30,000 clients, or you made money year over year of X. Demonstrate that, show those skills, show how you attain that on your resume, basically. And don't be afraid to share your work. Like, be okay with share what you're doing as a portfolio on LinkedIn. It increases visibility. So don't be afraid to do that. So again, just think about this in a way that I am actually demonstrating my skills and showcase what I'm doing as a portfolio. And you can put on LinkedIn, you can use YouTube. It's a great way to demonstrate those skills. So don't be afraid to do that, right? So think of this as a way to grow your network. It's a unique way to just build your network, right? So you're out there, you're building your things, you're attending events. Talk about your side hustle. So you get this opportunity now that's outside of your 9 to 5 job, where you're working on this thing and you're just like, oh, this is what I'm building. So people are inviting you to, you're working on this thing, they find it cool, they're inviting you to come and speak, or we're just having a conversation around it. So this allows you to grow your professional network. All right. So you build relationship, connect with potential employers while you're doing this, right? So people are seeing these things and they're talking about you, they're asking questions, you're collaborating, you're partnering. In the process, you can actually seek mentorship. This is a wonderful way to say to someone, I'm building this thing. I would love to get some feedback. I would love to nurture it, especially someone you're trying to reach out to. Use it. Use it as a way to really elevate this type of mentorship relationship that you're trying to look for. Great way to do that. And don't be afraid. Just like take your time to think about this, but don't be afraid to lean into your side hustle as a way to build a network uniquely, because people are going to like the project you're working on. So demonstrate that to them, show to them. They they will always feel that it's essential to get involved, right? Because you're highlighting transferable skill, as I mentioned earlier. So that way, sharing your work with someone who you want to be your mentor is an absolute one unique way to build that networking as you're talking about. As you gain relevant experience and build confidence, we are all developing this entrepreneurial mindset. An entrepreneurial mindset is a great way to show employers how you think outside the box. I'm showing it right here. It's a wonderful way for them to see, oh, look at how this person is taking initiative. Look at what they have done. So frame it in a way as, I've taken the initiative to build this thing on the side because of basically saw a pain point in the market that you're trying to solve. So you decide to go forward with it and solve it, right? So it demonstrates your ability to start and manage projects. So that's what it's doing, right? It's demonstrating your ability to start and manage a project. Again, it's great, great, absolute great way to just like, oh, I can critical think, I can problem solve. Employers really, really like that, right? And it also demonstrates a growth mindset, right? So this growth mindset that you can basically say, oh, I'm adaptable, I'm willing to learn, I can learn new things, I'm always trying new things. So this is really, really, really fundamentally powerful to demonstrate your adaptability and your willingness to learn. And again, adaptability has ranked extremely high on one of those core competence skills that you should have by a lot of employers. So make sure that you demonstrate this wonderful, wonderful, unique things as you go along. And think about this while you're building this, we're writing blogs about these things, we're putting them up on Medium, Substack, Beehive, we're building videos, we're on Instagram, but you're creating a personal brand. You are building this online presence that people are seeing, like podcasts, blogs. You're showcasing this expertise in a personal world on a global scale, reaching a lot of people all around the world. So building this side also gives you this really, really cool way of creating a personal brand. You're sharing industry ideas, posting valuable content around what does this look like? What are we talking about right here, right? And in the process, you're building a community you can pull from. People are engaging with you. People are liking what you're building. They're understanding it. And you will find that your employers, existing employers, start paying attention to this. So there's two things that's going to happen. One, they might say they don't like it. Right? They do agree. Second, they might like it. But either way, you win. You're building a brand that people will like and want more of. You're becoming a thought leader in an industry, in a space, basically that you want to be. So you position yourself as this expert in this field. So whether it works or not for your existing company, someone else will find it. And I'm very confident that your existing company, if they're seeing this and realize that you're adding value, will find you valuable, basically, and offer you either more positions or a promotion. Uh, and we all would like some more money. So, but I think that will happen. So that's basically where I'm very, 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 very high on this concept of building and creating personal brand in a space that you want to be, so that you take it to the next level in terms of becoming a thought leader in this space. But I think the most important thing right here is building this community. Because within the community, you will find, if you want an employer, a new employer, but you will find the right approach to building the things you want, and someone will pay you for it, whether it is this become a full-time job for you, where company you build, or an employer like it and said, "Oh, I really like this, and I would like to hire this person." But it does help you to build a personal brand, and a strategic personal brand, not just a personal brand, but strategically building a personal brand. So that is very fundamental. So make yourself, in my opinion, a portfolio that people can access, basically. So whether it's a personal website, a LinkedIn profile, a YouTube channel, these are great ways that people can find you and take a look at it, right? If you're into coding, I would go out my way to create a GitHub or one of those things that I could put my coding platform in. I'm not even a coder, basically, barely, very little, but I do have my own GitHub page. I have documented all the things that I've built for my company, work school, my side project, basically something that has become my project. Um, and I've documented it on GitHub as well, because I can collaborate with technical people as well. So I would really encourage you to have your personal website. You can put this on a LinkedIn profile. Obviously, you must have a YouTube channel, and you can go beyond that in terms of getting a GitHub or one of those places where you can identify, especially if you're into coding or project management or something like that. So have a public facing, accessible profile page. Really, really powerful that people can actually go and see you. Personally, for me, I don't have a personal website. My personal website is my company website, work school, um, LinkedIn. Obviously, lots of documentation, lots of stuff I'm working on and posting. It's right there, and YouTube. That I said, I've gotten involved in YouTube now for the last probably 2 or 3 months. Identify some things that I can do and getting better at it, and just learning myself. I'm learning as I'm going. I'm publicly learning with you guys as I go to share valuable content of the things that I know with you guys. So you have to do that and it demonstrate to people, oh wow, this person is willing to learn. I'm improving 1%. So let's join me on this journey. Let's do that. I hope all of you, if you haven't started a YouTube page or you're not on LinkedIn, I don't care what position you're in your career right now. If you need help, just reach out to me. I'm not a YouTube expert, so I don't want to say I'm going to help you build your YouTube channel to like a million. No, I can assure you to start. But there's some really, really cool people out there that can actually help you build it. If you're like I mentioned the last time, if you're interested in building some millions of followers, there are some really great YouTube people out there that can help with that. My role is just to say you should start, basically. And if you have something really, really powerful you want to and valuable you want to teach to people, that can become your side hustle. My goal is to say, start the side hustle. Stop thinking or overthinking about it, right? Because even if you're not interested in saying, I want to build a company, I want to build a lifestyle company. My company is a lifestyle company. I'm not raising capital for it. Anything. It's a lifestyle company. So either way you take it, it's it's just your way of saying, I am going to demonstrate my skills to the rest of the world, basically, and show people what I can do. Show them that you're an expert in the area, you're valuable to this industry, and what you can do and how you want to do it. Therefore, if you're an employer and you're looking for my skill, here am I demonstrating my skills to you across the world. So do that, basically. I encourage you to make sure that you are public facing, accessible things. Leverage your side hustles in the interview. When you're in that interview, don't be afraid. I'm stressing it. A lot of people are hiding that they're doing a side hustle. Don't be afraid. Basically, you're working on this thing on weekend, probably at nights. It's just, if you're concerned about your job, just don't do it during work hours. That's basically what I would say. Um, but yeah, you can work at nights, an hour, 2 hours. You can work on weekends, a couple hours on weekends, and do your side hustle. But leverage it in the interview. It's a people they, they want to see those transferable skills. You're probably changing industry. You're pivoting from one place to the next. How are you going to tell them that you're qualified for this job if you have never done it in your personal job? It's in your side hustle. Demonstrate that. Explain how your side hustle experience applies to this role. And they're like, oh, okay, tell us some more. They're, basically, and again, remember we talked about the STAR methods earlier, right? So just use the STAR method. Remember we said situation, task, action, results. Use it to just highlight some of these things. Think about how you're managing your time doing these things. Like I just said, right? You're working on weekends, you're working at night. Talk to them, tell them that you're doing that. How you manage this, how you balance these two things together to be effective both at work and in your side also. So make that time management a part of the skill that you've built across this ecosystem. I said this earlier and I want to say it again. Showcase your problem solving skills. These are a great way to identify pain points that you have decided to solve and how are you going about solving it. So showcase these things, right? In the process, People love, employers really, really like people who take initiative. You've identified a problem that needs to be solved in your industry. You've taken the initiative to build this side hustle. So again, don't just think of the side hustle as, oh, I'm getting some money here. No, think about the skills and document the skills that you're getting from it and talk to them, show it to them. Take this and prove that you can can basically take the initiative as a self-starter. You have entrepreneurial drive. So show them that, demonstrate that, talk about that, basically. Tell them a story. You're learning how to communicate better with people, public speak. Tell them a story about how that works and why it works. Um, because you are going to go through career shocks for their entire life. Basically, when we look at what happened over the last 2 years, probably three, and we could even go back to 2020, we have seen this high 2020, 21 people getting hired, 2023, 22, 23, 24 people getting fired. It's these volatility in our career path will just demolish anyone, basically, in our career journey. Massive. While it's norm to have some amount of volatility in your career, these are like outliers, way, way outliers. So many people have been laid off and they're looking for work. So the way we can have built-in security in our career to avoid career shocks is just really and truly having a side hustle. But according to some study, about 40% of people have jobs of being automated. They're going to lose their jobs in some way or some form. And again, side hustle is a great way just to basically say I have some extra income that would give me more time while I'm looking for a job, a second job, basically, to have some income coming in to give me a level of job security. So that's basically what that was brought on. So use it also in this regards, right? We have career shocks. Lots of people are losing their jobs, basically. So this is a way to create some amount of security in your career journey so that you can say, okay, fine, I have some income coming in. And in some cases, it might be even more than what you were making at your job. So, but you want to go back to work. Some people like the idea of having a job. So you can always go back to work in this regards. So choose a side hustle that aligns with your goals. Think about it clearly. Choose a side hustle, whatever that might be, a marketing expert, a sales professional, an educator, whatever it looks like to you, choose one that aligns with your goals and I would even go say your values, right? So if you're an educator, you can do course creation, you can do online tutoring, you can do academic coaching. If you're in sales, affiliate marketing, e-commerce, all these things. If you're a marketing person, expert, just starting, social media management, content writing, brand services, whatever that aligns with what is my career goal, then you go with that basically. So that's what you're building, that's what you're thinking about, right through the point. So your side hustle is, one of those things, like use it as a safety net. Like I said earlier, like think about it. Okay, fine, start early. Build your side hustle before you need it. Don't wait. So many people wait until they lose their job. They're running around trying to think of something, what to do. 6, 7 months pass, right? Again, I don't really think that you should be thinking of this just as your side hustle, just as, okay, I need some money or a thing. I think if you start early with the emphasis that this thing is going to help me build my career, right? Over time, no matter what happens, it's helping me building my career. I'm going to use it. I can leverage it. So that's what I'm thinking of. But it can also be used as a safety net. So start building early. Build before you need it. What does that mean? Don't wait until you lose your job and you're sitting at home thinking about, oh, how do I make some money? No, see this as a strategic thing that you're doing as a part of your career. It's not something on the side, it's a part of your career journey. and you're doing it because it's helping you build the necessary skills that will take your career to the next level, right? So it's continuous growth. Dedicate that 5 to 10 hours where you're working on building skills with clients, you're adapting skills. I can tell you guys, I am learning so much from doing this. I'm learning so much. It's really fantastic. It's making me a better public speaking because now I can interface in front of a camera and feel pretty comfortable, even though I've been in the classroom teaching for, I don't know, what now, 10 years, 11 years? It is fantastic just to be able to get comfortable as a next medium in front of the camera talking. And it's really, really funny. I have to admit this is weird because I have done online, um, classes, lots of online class. I was one of the first professors at City College to embrace online learning, teaching to my students. But yet, being on the camera, knowing I'm talking to the entire world potentially, it was so terrifying at first. And I had to say, "Oh, wait a minute. Why is that terrifying? I've done this in front of my class. Just like do the same thing." So over and over, I just got comfortable with this notion that it is the same. I had to find some kind of context to put this in to give me a framework to say this is okay. I can actually do this. Basically. So again, stay current. Use your side hustle, connect with industry professional, industry trends. That this has allowed me to meet some really great people, whether it's online, basically, or in person. Really great way, and it's just a really it's a strong career resilient. I see so many people that when they need to change job or their other job, they're scrambling just to find something because they don't have the time or the bandwidth to just like sit back and say, okay, what is it that I want to do? What aligns with my interests? What are some additional skills I've learned from my side hustle that I can apply to probably a new job? I want to get into a new space, and you can fundamentally build those things. So think through those four things. Start early, be consistent, stay current with your industry, meeting people, talking to people, and just have it as this career resilient. I don't want to use the word as a backup plan because it's just part of your process as you go through it to help build identifying those skills that and again, remember you're gonna meet some wonderful people and clients and all these people that might just become your next employer. Wonderful people along the way. So just use it. Or like you might just decide, you know what, I want to keep doing this. I love doing this. I'm really great at it. I'm enjoying this. Give me lots of freedom financially as well as career. And you just keep doing it. So that becomes an option. You just keep going with it. So just think about it that way and just take your time and do it. So if you start when you lose your job and all it is for is to make money, you're going to get it wrong. You're going to get it wrong, basically. So if you start early and it's strategically a part of your career growth, you're going to start identifying what the client needs are, what are their pain points, how do I add value, what are the things that I offer them that are valuable, and you're in no rush. You're not trying to do weird things to make that money. Just take your time and go through the process, basically, because you're fundamentally focusing on adding value to these people. In return, they will exchange some amount of money that they have for the value you're offering them. And it's simple. It's a two-way street. We know that, right? So you build your brand, like I said earlier, LinkedIn, speaking engagement, thought leaderships. That's what you're looking for, right? You want to step outside and grow who you are as a person, your professional brand, your online presence, all these things. You want to step out there, basically. And you're practicing all these things, you're writing blogs, you're contributing to different forums, you're giving insights along the way, where you're hosting panels, webinars. These are some wonderful things. You get this opportunity to partner with really, really, really fantastic people across the world in doing this. So it allows you to build this professional brand as you go along. Um, and you're creating leverage within within a lot of this is a lots of people talk about leverage. There are lots of ways People use the leverage in a way to propel your career. So this is you creating leverage in your career one more time, right? So I like the skill. So again, just think about it and just figure out, okay, how am I going to strategically reinvest in myself? Basically, how am I going to um, use whatever I make from this thing to reinvest in myself by probably taking more courses, um, probably paying for some subject matter expert to teach you something new. All of these wonderful things will help you to do it. And there's there's some added benefits. It's a powerful negotiating tools in negotiating tool for you in this job offer. I hate to say it, but you will get to the point where you can sit back and say, you know what, I am going to use this at the right appropriate time as a negotiating tool in this job offer conversation, right? So highlight skills that are necessary, that you're learning, why you're learning them, how you're using them. And this is a strategic approach to create that career leverage, very strategic approach. Take control of your career future. I want to say this. Take control of your career future. Your career journey is yours. Take control of it, right? Repeat this again. Choose career side hustles that are aligned. So choose the side hustles aligned with your career journey, your career path, right? Select who you want to work with. What do you want to build? The relevant skills you want to learn. For me, a lot of this was become a better writer and better public speaking person, especially in front of the camera, basically. So it's imperative that you identify with that. Develop the expertise, like dedicate consistent time to grow. Dedicate something. I would do 2 or 3 videos a week. Probably one doesn't make sense at all, but it's okay. I am learning to develop this public speaking skill that I think is pretty important, especially in a digital world in front of the camera, right? So create multiple pathways, right? So just keep thinking about what are the skills I can learn, where can I onboard it from, what do you think makes sense in this digital world, and how do you leverage it in the personal world? And like I said to you before, build leverage. Use your side also to negotiate in those jobs. Basically, negotiate, demonstrate those skills. So take action today. Today, not tomorrow. Now, take action. Right. So achieve those career goals. Think about how you're going to land your jobs through your side hustle. How is your side hustle going to allow you to land that job? Build a professional network through and through. Build it, connect with industry professional. Find a way to do that. Let it make sense for you. How do you advance it? Develop marketable skills. Yes, sure. Gain practical experience that your employers or that employers in general like, just find valuable. Just keep doing that, basically. So start that side hustle today. Don't wait. Basically, I think it's imperative that you that start that side hustle today. Now, listen. If you found this video valuable, do me 2 things. One, share it with somebody you know in your community that would like it and can use it right now. And two, hit the subscribe button for me. YouTube is really particular in who sees the content. And I would like people who are watching this video to always get my content, basically. So I would certainly appreciate that. So for me, have a really, really wonderful day. Stay in touch with what we're saying, but also think about how am I going to keep building my career going forward? How am I going to look at my North Star and move forward? Take care of yourself until we see you. Stay safe. Thank you so much and bye.